And here we go. Good morning, everyone. How are you? How's things going? Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. I need to get onto the live and have a look at what's going on. Yeah, there we go. There we go. We are live. Right. Have a look at that, eh? Isn't it lovely? Isn't it beautiful? Right. Got lots of things to show you. Got lots of things to talk about. Lots of news. Lots of things. Yes, as always, welcome. How's it going? I hope you're well. I've missed all of you. It's been a while since I've done one of these because it's been a bit busy. Good morning. Good morning. Nice to see you. Hope we see some regular faces. Hope we see some new faces as well. I'm going to put this up on YouTube afterwards, so you can watch the whole thing on there as well. But if you're new, tell us where you're from, tell us who you are, just say hi, ask me anything. If you're an old, regular, viewer who's just come back, hey, what's up? Good to see you. Always say hi, I'm always willing to. I'm looking out for certain people. I'm going to be looking for Nasir and people like that. So, hi from Guangzhou. Cool, man. Hello from Tokyo. How's it going? Right, yeah, there's been some interesting things going on this week, from what I've read. Good night. Wow, good night. Some regular guy from Tijuana. Hey, what's up? Yo, from Durham, NC, North Carolina. What's up? Nice, nice. It is really good to hear from you from all over the world. It's really inspiring as well, because, I don't get to go out of Japan much these days, because the yen's rubbish. We're stuck here with a super rubbish yen, so we don't actually get to go out of Japan that much. So it's always nice to hear from people from all over the world, which is really rad. So new viewer from Australia heading to Japan in 1.5 weeks. I hope you have a really great time. What's that digital camera on my desk? Okay, hold on a second. I need to get my list. I wrote a list of things that I wanted to talk about. I wrote a few things down. So there we go. I'm back. Let's see. And I'll answer some of your questions first as well, because, come on. I say every time I view this, so maybe I should keep my mouth shut, but hello from Santa Barbara. What's up, Santa Barbara? And I say every time, I absolutely love Santa Barbara. Beautiful place. Really enjoyed my stay there. Really enjoyed my time there. I really hope to go back again someday. So thank you. Let's see. I'm on the other side of the world. Yeah. Your thoughts on the current Leica body market, M2 to M6, since there's so many bodies that are currently overvalued and will depreciate, or will they maintain strong prices? I think we're going to see them maintaining strong prices. Supply and demand, there isn't enough. They're getting older. Some cameras inevitably are going to die. Either through neglect or through an accident or something like that, So a friend of mine had a place in Maui, and his house got burnt down during the wildfires there, and he lost a lot of camera gear. Including some Leica lenses. And I believe like a body or two as well, so that was really upsetting. At least he's safe, he's fine, but these things do happen, and it creates a less in the market, so the prices will increase. Funnily enough though, his Canon FD lenses, and sorry, not Canon FD lenses, he had Nikon ED glass, and the glass from the front elements didn't melt in the fires. Yeah, it wasn't hot enough to melt, so interesting. Napa Valley, California, good wine, very good wine, absolutely love it. Welcome. Hey, semi-regular from Hong Kong here. What's up, Hong Kong? I miss you, Hong Kong. I want to come again. I want to come and hang out and do some shooting. God, I miss Hong Kong, especially today, because it's just raining and rubbish here. All of a sudden, the summer's gone. It's gone. We're back to, it's just cold. So let's see, Joey, hey, from Uruguay, that's absolutely massive. That's cool, man. That's so dope. You're great. Love your extraordinary work. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I appreciate any of you guys watching, subscribing, liking watching the YouTube, following the site. I really like it when you buy cameras. You know, that's really the best bit. Yeah, but no, I do genuinely appreciate all of you. So thank you so much. That Nikon reminds me, I have a 2.8 centimeter lens for the S line. Do all Nikon S bodies mount the same focal distances? I also have the 13.5 brand new. Yeah. So you, well, this is an SP, so you can switch the focal lengths on here in the viewfinder. It's actually got a switch on the top. They are limited, so a 2.8, you're going to need a viewfinder for that one. To sorry, a 28, 2.8 centimeter, 28 mil. You'll need a viewfinder, an external for that one on an S camera. So I don't actually have a GA645. I don't, sorry. I don't actually sell them anymore because they are fragile. Those things are fragile, and not just are they fragile, there is an issue with electronics. If they break, I don't know anyone who could fix them, so I'm kind of loath to sell those things. Brazil, hey, welcome Brazil, 99 from Mexico City. Have a good evening. I hope you sleep well. Sweet camera dreams. What do you think about Mint's new 35mm camera coming out next year? I was going to get to that, so I might as well get to it now. It's on my list, which I'm looking at down here. So Mint have released new images of the camera that they've been working on, which is really interesting. And I've spoken to the guys at Mint, and they are lovely. They are trying very, very hard to get this right. They're drip feeding us information, but they've been working really, really hard on this. Now, yes, it does look like a 35 roll-eye. So what? Great camera in itself, the 35 roll-eye. And I think what Mint are doing, are going to just try and use that shape format as opposed to the actual features of the roll-eye 35. It's going to be a bit of a different camera from the roll-eye 35. But from what I've seen so far, fantastic news. Better than the news from Pentax, who neither denied or confirmed that they are actually going to make a camera after the accidental release of some information by the European colleagues. So, yeah. But yeah, what Mint are doing is brilliant. I'm definitely, I'm in the market for one. I think we should all support companies like that. They're doing good things. So go over to Mint and follow them and and go and check out what they're doing. It's really interesting. It's cool to see what's going on. What are you expecting from Harman's big announcement? Oh, you mean this big announcement? This one? Oh, I know what's coming. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not allowed to. Yeah, certain rules and reasons and all that sort of thing. But yes, I know what's coming. It's not what you think it is. That's all I'm going to say. And it's definitely not a Harman branded alarm clock or a outdoor speaker or something like that. So chillax. But that's all I can say. I'm very excited for it. Very excited indeed. I'm sure you will be too. I think it's going to be fantastic news for everybody. Need Fujifilm Natura so badly. Yeah, me too. I shot my last roll of that last month before. Oh, it was wonderful. Got some really good shots with it. Just bummed that it's gone. I can't say nice things about Fuji. I just can't. Like, for what they've done and for what they're continuing to do and for their complete disregard for the film industry. And I've spoken to, I'm not just talking on, my gripes. I've spoken to multiple people who are deep within the film industry, and they are all extremely disappointed. Not just at that, but the arrogance of Fuji. The way they sort of just say, oh, we're better than you, we're bigger than you, you should follow us and do what we do. It disgusts me. It makes me so angry. But that's what happens when it's a company run just purely for shareholders' profit, just DM me the info later. What info? Canon FD 51.4 or a Nikon AIS 51.4. I've got an FD 50 somewhere. That's a 24. I've got a 28 and I've got a 50 around here somewhere. That's a 28. Brilliant. Both of them great. I'm going to edge with the Nikon. I think the 51.4 is one of the best lenses Nikon made, but actually my favorite 50 from Nikon, interesting choice, is the 51.2. It's not sharp, but that's what I liked about it. It gave me a sort of dreamlike quality to my images. It gave me exactly what I wanted. This is going to be up for sale on the site very shortly, and it will be paired with this. Make sure you get the dots lined up. There you go. That is a Nikon F2 with a lovely 50. That's going to be available on the site later. It's beautiful. It's ready to go. Oh, lovely, lovely stuff. Yes, so I'm going to go with the Nikon. Myself, personally, that's the one I like. But then I'm a Nikon fanboy, so that's how it goes. Gutted it's gone. Yes, indeed, gutted it's gone. I have the Mint Instax TLR. I have no doubts about their quality and customer service. Just want to support local Hong Kong small businesses on principle, as opposed to everything else going on here. Absolutely. In fact, not just Hong Kong small businesses in principle. I like to support small businesses. I will happily promote anybody's small film store or camera store to help them get more business. I mean, it's what we need to do. And it's the same. So I broke my bike wheels this week. My bike rear wheel just decided to die on me. I'm going to buy a set of wheels, but I'm not buying a set of wheels from one of the large manufacturers. I'm going to buy a set of wheels made by a smaller company based out of Australia, and I think it's important to support small local business. And so I'm going to do that, and I hope you do the same, supporting people like myself and the other camera companies. I think that's really important to keep this industry alive. So yeah. Leica M2 or M4, which one is actually built to higher standards? Okay, the M2 is going to be built to higher standards, but there really is not much in it, actually. The M4 is going to be more versatile, but it does have a more cluttered finder. At that time, they were transitioning to move to Midland, and there were some Midland M4, Canada, Midland M4s made. And they're actually quite rare now. They collect quite a tidy sum. But you're not going to notice any difference in build quality between the two. It's just functionality. Personally, I would go with the M2. Yeah, the M2. I'm shooting some expired Neopan 400, which is my favorite. You didn't get to shoot 1600, did you? That stuff was, Shout out to the guys near Tijuana and San Diego, Bruising Cameras and Baja California Analog. We'll have a photo walk this Saturday. Oh my God, I would love to go to the Baja photo analog walks. And Bruising Cameras in San Diego. Damn, those guys are cool. I would absolutely love to go and hang out and do some shooting, talk cameras with those guys. Love to, one day. If you're going to that event, say hi to them for me. It would be really cool to see them. Harman info. I'm not giving you any Harman info, not any more than I already have, and that was probably too much. But there you go. In Osaka, I go to camera shops to get their garbage cameras and fix them myself, but I never found these in Tokyo. They are there, just go look for them. There's one in Akihabara, tiny little hole in the wall place, but also go to Fujiya Camera. Fujiya Camera have what they call their junk shop section, which is opposite the regular Fujiya Camera, and they have junk cameras in there. In fact, a lot of camera stores have boxes by the door of junk cameras for 500 yen, 1,000 yen, 2,000 yen, depends what it is. So you can go through there. Always also check the camera fairs and check the camera shows, because they always have a junk section, and you can go and find bits there. And there's plenty of people doing exactly what you do, who just pull them apart, see how they work, and see if they can fix them, which is a really cool thing to do. Love your Street Pan 400, fave black and white films so far that I've shot. Thank you, Carly Wise. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I'm glad you like it. On film news, we do have some big film news. You remember Kodak, these guys? Kodak, yes, Kodak. Right, well, Kodak have been doing some interesting stuff, it seems. Kodak have been busy. I told you that they weren't going to abandon things, and they haven't. So, there was disappointing news a few months ago that Sino Promise in China, who were basically the chemicals manufacturer for Kodak, decided to no longer do that job. And that was it. You couldn't get any of their chems anymore, HC110 and all of this stuff. It was, people like, oh my God, is this the end? Well, no, it's not, because Photo Systems Inc. have stepped into the breach, and they've come to the assistance and struck a deal with Kodak so that they are going to start producing chemicals again, Kodak branded chemicals, for your deving needs. Not just C41, but E6 and RA4 as well. So, and that is expected around December the 15th. So that is fantastic news. We get HC110 back and all of those lovely Kodak cams that have helped us for so long. And apparently they're just the same formulas, so nothing different. Brilliant news. That is really great news, because I know a lot of people were very upset when that came out. Always support small businesses, vote with your money. Yes, indeed, indeed. I support that statement. I endorse that. Yes. Thank you so much. What are your thoughts about the new Fuji 200 and Fuji 400? Well, they're Kodak. They're Kodak. Yeah, I mean, Fuji is not manufacturing its own film anymore. It's outsourcing it because they don't have the capabilities to do so. So their color film is Kodak and their black and white film is Ilford. Yeah, is what it is. I don't have any nice words to say for Fuji. I do have plenty of nice words to say for Kodak though. So, wow, Kitamura Camera joined. Wow, thanks. Welcome, guys. Nice to see you. Can I come to the store again someday? Also, if you have a Fuji TX1 or a Hasselblad X-Pan, sorry, right? One of these babies. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it lovely? So, one of the issues with this camera, aside from electrical issues, but those can be repaired, one of the things is that these little viewfinders here are notoriously easy to lose or break. Now, what do you do about that? Fuji don't make them anymore, so you're pretty much out of luck. You're stuffed, aren't you? No, not anymore. Thanks to PPP, Piero, PPP in the UK, he's decided to start making the eyepieces for these cameras, so you can get yourself a new eyepiece again, which is fantastic news. I can see that the camera is slipping. Hold on. You little bugger. There you go. Camera was slipping, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Right, we're back. We're back. Camera with my totally, there it goes again with my MacGyver jerry-rigged camera setup. Really, I do need to do something about this. It's just sticky tape and all sorts of stuff like that. But yeah, that's really fantastic news on the eyepiece as well. So also, we have had a ton of stuff come in. If you're looking for a camera, looking for a lens, you're looking for anything, just give me a shout. We've got loads of stuff just come in, including this very cool Olympus O product of 20,000, which apparently for Olympus is a limited edition run, 20,000 cameras. But yeah, this very cool O product here. We've got this absolutely gorgeous SP, and this is the new one. Well, I say new, it's 20 years old now, but and this stunner of a Rollei GX, and this is the 75th anniversary edition with the gold accents to it and the leather. It is beautiful. It's also notoriously unstable, so I actually had to lie it down on its back because you can get yourself a bit of a shock with that one. Bunch of lenses. We've had a load of Pentax lenses come in, load of Zeiss lenses, load of Nikon lenses too. There's a whole bunch of stuff that has just come in, so you really need to make sure you get involved with that. Hold on, I'm gonna fix this bloody camera once and for all. Right, you little turd. There you go. That's it. Fixed it. Kinda. Sorta. There we go. That's a bit better. Right. Hello again. Back again. Did I miss any questions? Did I miss any questions? Probably. Let's see. Let's go through some of them. Questions. Yeah, if you've just joined us, I would really love to hear your questions as well after I finish jerry-rigging my flipping camera thing. Thoughts on the Kony Rapid Omega 6x9 camera? I've never used one. Never used one. Seen one. never used one. I have two, but I'm looking for the viewfinder for the wide lens. That is not an easy thing to find at all. Yeah, I'm not particularly familiar with those cameras, unfortunately. Don't know all of them. There's too many cameras in the world. I do know what I do know, and what I do know is that we've got a lot of stuff, and Christmas is coming. The goose is getting fat. So why don't you come over to the website and get yourself something nice? You deserve it. Or get your loved one something nice for Christmas. They deserve it. Got lots of stuff, and Black Friday is also coming, so we might do some free shipping on some cameras and lenses for people. So come and get yourself something cool. I've just rearranged the prices on a lot of stuff too. So there's some really good deals on there on some really interesting stuff. Got a load of Miyazaki lenses just come in as well, so we're not short of those if you want some Miyazaki stuff. And we've got film too. And the 10-roll film cases are actually on sale at the moment. We're doing a sale on those. So there's a sale on the 10-roll film cases. There's also a sale on the JCH apparel, the jackets and the hoodies. We've got limited stock left, so we're selling it off. So come and get something nice. Good Lord, it's absolutely pouring down outside. Wow. I am so glad I didn't ride my bike in today. Oh yeah, I can't ride my bike in today because my bike was broke. Actually, no, I got the wheel fixed yesterday by Effect, who's in Tokyo. If you are looking for a bike mechanic in Tokyo, support small business, go to Effect. He is at Sushi, is the absolute don. Just amazing stuff. So, but yes, support small business. That's what I'm all about. Yeah, so also go and check out our apparel. And you can also subscribe to this channel too, and get the exclusive drops. At the moment, you remember our old friend Kai? He wrote a book, didn't he? He wrote a book. Mine's signed. He wrote a book. Well, guess what? I'm writing a book. Yeah, that's right. You heard it. I'm writing a book. I am writing a book about photography at the moment. I am taking advantage of my time as best I can. So I'm going to be writing a book about cameras, and I really hope that it is interesting to you and you guys want it and maybe even buy it and stuff. There'll be more information about it when it comes out. I'll do my best to keep you updated, tell you as much as I can. But I'm quite excited. It's something I wanted to do for a long time, but I've never really had the confidence to do it. And a few people sort of pushed me to do it, and I still feel quite vulnerable because it's not the sort of thing, it's out of my comfort zone. I know I can write, I know I can talk, but actually putting those words onto paper and making it interesting for people is another matter entirely. So I'm going to do my real best to make it an interesting book for you all. I hope you like it, I hope you support it. I'll tell you when it's available. It'll be really exciting. Anyone still repair Fuji Natural or Class cameras? Not that I know of, no, sorry. Fuji haven't repaired them for years. So apparently there's this place in Taiwan that does repairs on electronic cameras. They're on Facebook, and I've only been shown a couple of links to them, but from what I understand, they like replace PCB boards and everything. They will do Ricoh GRs, and they will clean the viewfinder. They will actually, replace the LCD screen. They will replace fried boards, autofocus motors, things like that. Not cheap. You're going to pay about €350, $350 for a repair to your Ricoh, but it can be repaired, and that's a really cool thing because up until recently I thought that was it, but. So you might, I don't know the name of the company, you're going to have to research on Facebook, but if anybody can fix a Natura or a Contax or anything like that, any one of your electronic cameras, is going to be those guys. Pretty sure of it. I've seen some of their work, been really impressed by it. A lot more impressed than I was by the work from the guys in Poland, which was ultimately disappointing. But also, other film news from Kodak. Yes, Kodak again. They've done a price drop on their 120 films. 35%, up to 35%. That's just after Ilford did the same thing on not Ilford, Lomo did the same thing on their 120 films. Now, there's been speculation, some people saying, oh, they're just getting rid of 120 because they're not going to make it anymore. They are still making it. So it can only mean that they are wanting to clear stock to make way for new stock, which is a good thing, which is a great thing. So yes, I do. In fact, there's the question, what does the price of Kodak gold come down signify, if anything? It does signify that there is more production going on. They are ramping things up, and they have said that they're ramping things up by the amount of staff that they've taken on, by the work that they're doing. I've also spoken to Ilford, and they have been ramping things up. So we're still feeling the effects of the bottleneck that was caused by Corona, and with the world shutting down, you know, we're still, and the price rises hugely was an after effect of that. And now we're starting to see some normality head back into it, which means hopefully we're going to see some price drops on other stuff too, which would be ace. You know, please do that. You know, bring us prices down for other stuff. That would be cool. By the way, if you like, totally different subject, complete segue, not even on the same page. If you like watches, I have just done an interview with a watch magazine, and I will share that with you at some point. I'm going to be in that talking about watches and my collection, because I do quite like watches too, although I can't afford the watches that I want, really. But also, if you like watches and you want to buy one of my watches, I have this one, this limited Monza Hoya, which was a special edition, and it's got a special handmade strap for it. It's got all the boxes, papers, all of that sort of stuff. I broke my bike wheels. I need to replace my bike wheels, so please, somebody come and buy this. It's the cheapest one anywhere. It's in beautiful condition. It's barely been worn, and yeah, come and get it. It's available on the site now, so if you want yourself a fancy pants watch and you don't want to pay the premium that's on eBay, you can come and get it from me, because it's not on a premium. There you go, because it's one of mine. So I hope you come and buy my watch. I hope you come and buy some of my cameras too. That would be really nice. If you've got any more questions, I would love to hear from you. Expand Japan. Can't stay long. Want to say good morning from Kansai. Welcome, welcome. It's good to see you. I haven't seen Nasir today. I'm kind of a bit sad, you know. Like, I haven't seen some of the regulars. It's kind of bummed me out a little bit. No, if you've never been here before, this is your first time watching JCH, I talk about cameras, I talk about Japan, I talk about nonsense, I talk about film photography, watches, bikes, all sorts of stuff. Anything you want to ask me, I will happily chat about. Do you have a watch site like JCH? I don't. I did think about making Japan Watch Hunter, but it turns out that there is already somebody with a very similar name to that, and they're already doing that, so I'd be stepping on a few toes by doing that. And my knowledge of watches is very limited, and that is an extremely competitive market. It's one I'd love to be involved with, and I hope in the future I can be, but I'm going to stick with what I know for now, cameras. Have you ever come across the Leica M3D, the original or the reissue? So I've seen a reissue. I never saw the original. I saw one of the, I think they made 13, didn't they, of the reissues. I know where it is. Unfortunately, I don't like the guy who owns it. He's a dick. So, yeah. Those you're never going to see outside of Western auction, basically. They're just not going to become available. Shame as it is. What's in the Kodak briefcase? My soul. No, this is absolutely chock full of manuals and brochures and catalogs from classic cameras, which I collect because I'm a weird dude, you know. I'm a collector, otaku, weird guy. So yeah, fair call, and I can imagine it'd be nuts. Yes, indeed. Yeah, so that's probably, what time is it now? We've done half an hour, but it's raining, you know, don't really want to do much. Definitely don't want to walk outside. So I'm quite happy to chat. If anybody wants to ask me questions, you know, I'm here for you. It doesn't have to be about cameras. It doesn't have to be about anything like that. You can ask me about Japan. You can ask me about how I got to do what I do. You can ask me about how I look after my my money tree, you know, things like that. Like a 3F RD with black thin horizontal lines running R to L ending in mid-frame. Sounds like shuttle lag. Yes, it does. Yeah, there's thin horizontal lines. Yeah, it could be shutter lag or shutter drag. Yeah. Like a Mini Lux or Contax T2. That is an easy one, dude. Contax T2. Mini Lux just Mini sucks. It's got a great lens, but the camera is just so. Famimar 7 or Lawson. Oh, now real talk. Real talk. Okay, look. There's a Lawson right next door to my office, so I'm gonna say Lawson. But you missed out one important one. Mini stop. I will stop every time for a mini stop. Oh yeah, hell, mini stop. Yeah, man, for real. Mary, talk. That's real talk as well. On the days your bike is broken, how'd you get to work? Train, subway, car, or otherwise? So I've been having to take the train, which I hate. I just hate it. I can't stand being packed in like sardines. I love the freedom of having a bike, and it's, for example, yesterday I had to go to the bike shop and to get my bike rear wheel fixed because one of the spokes exploded basically. The only way for me to get to said bike shop was by a bus, which took like 45 minutes, and I ride that route the bus goes usually. I can ride that route in 15, maybe 20 if the traffic's bad, you know, you get stopped by the lights. But so yeah, as you can understand, I get really frustrated. I just can't deal with public transport, which is why I ride so much. Well, it's not just why I ride so much. I really enjoy riding too. So yeah, thank you. Seikoma off. Also, Natural Lawson. Natural Lawson are dope because they got lots of gluten-free stuff and they got lots of English crisps, which is great. Mini Stop fried chicken. Oh man, you're not even halfway there. Mini Stop, back before I was dairy-free, Mini Stop had the best parfaits and the ice creams and hot dogs as well. Mini Stop used to do hot dogs, which were absolutely, oh, they were fly. Is there any hope that the W News color slide film? I really, because that's what I've been working on for the last 4 years of my bloody life and spending all of that money as well. And I really hope that we will be able to produce it, but thanks to a certain Mr. Jake Seal, who you can read about in Silver Grain Classics or in the Daily Mail because he's being sued by Eva Green. He's made it very, very, very difficult for me to actually make my film that we paid for. So, yeah. Best camera stores in Okinawa. Now, Okinawa, I believe there's only a Kitamura camera in Okinawa, and that's in Naha. That's on Honto. So you're going to have to go there. I think that's it for camera stores in Okinawa, as far as I'm aware. Will your book be about your own journey, like a biography, catalogue of interesting cameras, or a tutorial like Kai's book? It's going to be kind of a mix. There's going to be it's going to be a tutorial in ways. It's going to be a catalogue of interesting cameras, and it's going to be hopefully interspersed with anecdotes and stories of how I came to do what I do, and why I appreciate the people that helped me to get to where I am doing what I want to do. So I'd like to hope that it's going to sort of cover all of the bases. I think that would be really cool if it did. I'm trying to write it that way. So I just hope that it will be readable and compelling and interesting for people, so that, you know, you guys have an enjoyable read, but also has beautiful pictures of cameras and funny stories. I just hope that it's something you guys will really like. So if you haven't got Kai's book as well, go and get a copy. It's really good. And I'm in it. I'm in this book. Where am I? I'm in here somewhere. But yeah, it's a fun book to read as well. So yeah, look, there's me, follower film maven. I'm a maven. Hey, I'm in this book. But yes, go and get yourself a copy of Kai's book. It's really enjoyable, and I would hope to emulate in some way what he's written. If it's even half as funny as what he's written, I'll be happy. So, what's my favorite clothing shop in Tokyo? Nowadays, I don't give that much of a monkeys about clothes. Uniqlo, probably. Just because when I'm not riding, I wear cycling clothes a lot. When I'm not cycling, I just a pair of jeans, you know. Which is funny because I work right next to Koenji, and Koenji is the vintage store central in Tokyo. It's where you come for vintage clothes. I do like to search sometimes for vintage clothes, see if I can find something like that, but I don't have a lot of favorites. I don't give a shit about brand names. I just don't care. Like, I really used to when I was younger, but nowadays I just don't care. You know, you won't catch me wearing Balmain or any of that nonsense, you know. It's just, I don't, Balenciaga, I just don't give a shit. So, yeah, that's terrible. Yeah, it is. Yeah, hey, Jesse, don't forget to check the trash, man. Yes, I already checked it, got you covered. Don't worry about that. So, also, yeah, if you want to send us books, zines, comics, anything that you've done, preferably not drawn in crayon and smeared with feces, but if you want to send us something, that would be really cool. We're always happy to receive it. We do reviews, we put stuff on the site. I like to share with people. I'm more than happy to share online and show people what you guys are doing. If you run a store and you want to get some promo, hey man, send me some stickers or just drop me a line and we can work on something. And I don't charge for that. I don't charge people to do that, unlike influencers. I'm not one of those guys. So, you know, I just want to help the community. I want the community to be bigger. I want the community to be stronger. And I want the community to help each other. And if that means giving out information and sharing names and sharing all of this sort of thing, that helps us all. So, you know, I'm more than happy to do that. If you've got a product, you want them to know about it, send it to me. I'll check it out. I'll show people. I'll do a video on it or something like that. You know, I'm more than happy to do that. I really enjoy doing that for people, and I really enjoy doing that for the industry and the community, the film community at large. Because yeah, we all need to sort of stick together and help each other out. You know, there's an awful lot of big companies and shitty players out there who just try and take advantage, and I don't like that. So I like to help the little guy. I'm the little guy, and it's just me, for God's sake. I'm a little guy with maybe a big following, I don't know. But yeah, so got any more questions for me? Have you got any more questions for me? If you've just joined, ask me a question, tell me what's going on in your life or in the world, or something you want to know about JCH. If not, come and check out the website. Have you watched Oppenheimer, Thoughts on Cinematography Lenses? I haven't, and you know why I haven't? Because we don't have a decent IMAX here in Japan. And they didn't really bring, obviously, for reasons, it didn't really get shown here. So I've not been able to watch Oppenheimer, which has bummed me out. Why is the live video paused? Oh, there we go. Right. Live video was paused. Sorry about that. Live video was paused because the battery is running out. So maybe we don't have a lot of time to talk. As I was saying, Oppenheimer, no, I haven't watched it. There isn't really a decent IMAX here. And for obvious reasons, Oppenheimer is not particularly popular movie subject for this country, so I don't think it will be here. And I'm jealous of my friends in the States who've been able to watch it on Super IMAX, you know, because I would love to see it purely for the cinematography and the filmography and the you know, I know people that worked on the movie. I know some of the DOPs that were involved, you know, and some of the lenses that were involved. Absolutely incredible stuff. I would really love to watch that movie, but yeah, obviously in Japan it's not an easy thing to watch, so a bit of a sore point, that one. Yeah, so looks like my battery's going to die though. Yeah, old phone. There we go. Thank you everybody for joining me for this live. It's been really fun. I really enjoy talking to you and sharing with you thoughts, stories, everything. I'll be here again next week. If you want to join, I kind of try and do this every week. It would be really cool to hear from you again. Make sure you come and check out the website and come and buy a camera or buy a lens or film cases. We've got all of that stuff on there. Always happy to oh, good question. Do you know anybody processing black and JCH 3 as black and white reversal film? So I've heard of 2 people that did it. A guy in the States tried it with his own homebrew cams, and the Cinescope guys did it as well with their own homebrew cam. But I don't know of a photo developing store that's doing it, which is a shame because it actually looks really good as slide film. So if you can find somebody who's a chems ninja, get them involved, get them on it. I'd love to see the results. So yeah, that's it. Come and support the website. Check out the when does the merch discount start? The merch discount has already started on the website. We've got the jackets and the hoodies on there for less. We don't do Black Friday. I might do a Black Friday on the t-shirts and stuff on the Teespring. So that will be up, I guess, today or tomorrow. You can always check that out. And there's cameras for, we've got plenty of cameras for sale. Come and ask us, come and see what we got. Always happy to answer any questions. If you don't see something you like, I can search for it for you. And I don't just source cameras, I source watches, I source all sorts of things. So ask me, I can help you. But as always, thank you everybody for joining. Thank you everybody for watching. Be cool to each other, shoot lots of film, buy something nice, and just have a really good day. Take care. Thanks for watching. JCH out. Cheers.